Alright, so I want to tell you a little bit of a story, okay? Now, let me introduce you to my friend, let's call him Orvis, because I'm assuming he doesn't want me to dox his name. Alright, so Orvis, he's like me. He's a fellow enjoyer of paleontology, fossils, stuff like that. And, he's irrelevant to the story. Forget about Orvis, alright? All Orvis did was he introduced me to a guy by the name of the Yorkshire Fossil Hunter. And the Yorkshire Fossil Hunter, he's a really cool guy. He sells fossils. That's his whole thing. He goes around the Yorkshire cliffs and he excavates fossils and then he sells them online. So go check out his site. And what he has done for me, which is very cool, is he has sent me some mystery fossils in this box here, which we are going to unbox and take a guess at what they are. So I literally have no idea what they are. I mean, I have a little bit of an idea because I've seen his website. I see what he sells. So I have an idea of what he could have potentially sent me. But as to the exact fossils that are inside this box, no idea whatsoever. So yeah, let's see what's inside. I may have been a little reluctant to dox my friend Orvis, but here is all of my information right here on screen. So if anyone would like to visit me, go right ahead. All right, so let's I don't know how to do these unboxings. This thing is wrapped in tape everywhere. No, I don't know how these YouTube unboxings work. How do YouTubers make it interesting? How do they make these videos last for 10 minutes? Oh my god, there's so much tape. Why did he put so much tape around the box? I'm disappointed in you, Yorkshire Fossil Hunter. Oh my god, there's so much tape. One more time. There we go. Alright. The box is open. It looks incredibly scuffed. Listen, I promise, it was a pain in the ass, okay? I don't suck at opening boxes. I'm not gonna take any of that down in the comments, alright? I know how to open a fucking box, okay? Alright, let's see. What do we got? Oh, we got bubble wrap. The mic isn't picking it up at all. Okay, so it looks like we have two in here. So we're gonna this one. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, wow, okay. Alright, so this appears to be some ammonites, and I forget the exact name of what this thing is called.
Nodule.
But I know there's like a YouTube channel of these British guys that go around cracking these in half, and then they're filled with ammonites.
There we are, we've got a split. Let's have a little look inside. Oh, and it's split perfectly.
Look at that. So I'm assuming these would be from the Yorkshire Cliffs. I know that the Yorkshire Fossil Hunter, he does have fossils from other places, but I'm gonna take a guess and say these ones are from the Yorkshire Cliffs, meaning that they would be Jurassic ammonites? I don't know what species. I'm gonna have to do a quick Google search after I'm done rolling, figure out what these are. But if you guys know in the comments, go right ahead. Be my guest. Let me know. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna set this one aside and on to the next one. Let's see. A bunch of more bubble wrap. Oh, wow. Okay, look at that. Okay, so that is an ammonite. Clearly, that's a very nice ammonite. What is this, though? I have no idea what this big structure is here. There's a lot of shapes in here. Maybe it's a, I'm blanking on the name, but like a cone cephalopod thing. Orthicone? Maybe? Is that? I don't know. Interesting. Look at that. That's a nice centerpiece. This will look very nice on display. Now, the thing that kind of got me interested in the Yorkshire cliffs and the fossils in general is I kind of went down a rabbit hole, per se. I was watching these guys, I forgot what their name is on YouTube.
Just got Snapchat. Time for a pop noodle and a wank.
But there are these British blokes that they go around cracking open these
Nodule.
I forget what they're called again. I'm blanking on the name.
Nodule.
They crack them open and there's ammonites in them. And then it got me interested because I'm like, the Yorkshire Cliffs, I mean, they call it the Jurassic Coast because it's filled with so many awesome fossils, such as these ammonites here. But they also have ichthyosaurs and all sorts of cool fossils. And one of the most interesting things that I learned about going down this rabbit hole is the origins of paleontology as a whole. The mother of paleontology, Mary Anning. If you've ever heard the saying, she sells seashells by the seashore, the origins of that comes from Mary Anning, who was an entrepreneur and kind of kick-started paleontology as a whole. She would find exactly these fossilized seashells, and she'd sell them by the seashore, but she had a very good idea as to what fossils were, which was very out there for the time period, being the 19th century. And, you know, she was a woman, so...
Women.
A lot of the rich white men were like, oh, this lady's crazy, but she had a very good idea of what paleontology was and kind of kick-started everything, and I find that fascinating. And there's a lot of cool little stories about the origins of paleontology as a whole that I definitely recommend you guys go and look into because it's fascinating. One of my favorite things I learned about it was they would find these things called graphea, or graphea, however you say it, and they would call them devil's toenails because I'll put a picture up on screen. They kind of look like toenails of like a demon or devil. The idea was that demons were casted out into sea, and these toenails would wash up on shore, and that's how they got their name Devil's Toenails. From the way they look and the belief that the demons were casted out into sea. But in reality, these were just fossilized shells of mollusks that were washing up on shore. It's cool to think that stuff like that kind of evolved into paleontology as we know today. Even stuff like the Crystal Palace dinosaurs, looking at that, those are very outdated depictions of Megalosaurus and Iguanodon that kind of show how far paleontology has come. Not just the UK, but where these fossils come from. The ones that I am holding currently, being the origins of paleontology, is just so cool. And that's part of the reason why I reached out to the Yorkshire. Okay, this is boring. Nobody wants to hear about this. Okay, shut up. All right, so earlier the long fossil next to the ammonite on the really cool fossil. I don't know how to describe it other than that. Well, I searched it up, and it is not a Tyrannosaurus Rex penis. So I decided to reach out to my friend Orvis, and, you know, the nerd emoji he is. He said it's a belemnite phragmacone. You know, I just want to say I was close. I said orthicone earlier. They're both squids. They both got cone. I gotta give myself some credit here, right? But you know, take it with a grain of salt, because my friend Orvis, you know, all he does is search for fossils on the Yorkshire coast for hours on end. You know, what good is his opinion? Anyways, jokes aside, I want to give a big thanks to my friend Orvis. He has a TikTok account by the name of Fossil and Fell, and he does like fossil stuff on there, as the name would suggest. So go check him out, because he is the reason that I met the Yorkshire fossil hunter to begin with. And most importantly, go check out the Yorkshire fossil hunter, because these are really cool specimens. And if you'd like to get some for yourself, go check him out. Go check his shop out. Go get yourself some. That's about it. I think these things look awesome on my shelf. Very cool additions. And for me, it's just another reminder as to where paleontology started. I feel like I hold the sentimental value for these fossils that, you know, I didn't even find. It's just the idea that these fossils came from the same place where paleontology originated, at least as far as I know. You know, the Yorkshire fossil hunter could have completely fabricated these, and I'm too stupid to realize. All right, so that's about it. That's the video. I did the fossil thing. I did the unboxing. Fuck off.